decided, you know what, I'll just do it at night. Fuck it. No one really cares. Hello, boy. Hello, governor. Hello, it's M9 after postponing me and my sister's Kamen Rider and Precure watch along. Yo, what's up? You watch Kamen Rider and Precure with your sis? Good shit. Anywho's, oh my god, I completely forgot we were back. This is like where we were, like back here at this crime scene. I like how they immediately put us into it. The adventure of the unbreakable speckled band. I genuinely hate this stupid case. Oh no. Oh no. Dios mío. Okay. Have we conversed with him everything already? Okay, we have. Shall we... I feel like we've done everything here. There seems to be some kind of a, like, either a nail, but I don't think it's a nail. Like, I think he did say it was some kind of, somebody chipped a pot or something. Yeah. Okay, I think we're good. Let us move to the first class passageway. The menu changes based on where you last saved. Oh, that's cool. SS Buria! 7! What? It's not even 8. I haven't even had breakfast yet. SS Buria! First class cabin passageway. I am finally out of that cabin. I have to admit, this isn't quite what I was expecting. It's less spacious out here than I thought it would be, and this is the most luxurious accommodation.
Yes, indeed. Kazuma-sama was being sent on this study tour by the government. That is why he was being put up in a first-class cabin. Even still, this is about twice as large as my accommodation in steerage.
Really? That must be awful. Oh, look over there! There's another crewman keeping watch, and he looks enormous, even if he's sitting down.
The door next to him leads to the second-class accommodation. I suppose he's making sure that no one comes in here who shouldn't.
Hello, Samandadras. Sam. I'm sorry, I can't. Please let me know how to read your name. First class cabin and first class boyfriend. Who is either are you referring to? I forget this is Shizu AA stream as I'm used to your streams being normal. What do you mean? My streams are never normal. I suppose, like people in handcuffs. I'm trying my best.
And that is how I lost my medical license. Archimedes. Go, shoo, it's filthy in there. Yes. Naruhodo-san, you look like a little boy visiting a toy shop for the first time. I would have thought you'd be used to this ship by now. We've been at sea for 2 weeks already.
Well, yes, I know, but the thing is, I was inside Kazuma's trunk when I first came aboard. And ever since then, I've been shut up inside that little wardrobe.
It must have been a very trying time for you. Please
don't give me that pitying look. Alright, ship section. This looks like a plan of the SS Buria. It shows each deck, look.
The Buria is a large-scale steamship with a triple-skinned hull. What a marvel of engineering.
Well, it's been playing on my mind for a while now, actually, but How is it that such a huge lump of metal doesn't just sink into the bottom of the ocean? Hi, Mong. Isn't the ship just absolutely massive? Yeah, it is. Ryu was treated like a dog by Kazuma. Actually, yeah. Just like kept inside his pen the whole time. Anderson face on the floor.png. I need to make that. Like, I'll probably eventually make some version of that. That'd be really funny. Anyways.
Oh, that is really quite simple, Naruhodo-san.
But hi, Mong. How you doing? I'm sure there's so many people that love and support and make fan art of this ship. I wonder what kind of ship you're referring to now, Sam. Is it alright if I call you Sam? It is?
Well, consider the Japanese archipelago.
The islands of Japan?
Yes. They're not metal, but they are enormous lumps of earth, many times larger than this ship. And they don't sink, do they? They've been floating happily on the sea since the gods created them. It says, Booyah!
Yes. I'm a Ryu x Susato believer, otherwise Phoenix won't exist if you think about it. Are you saying that, like... Wait. Ryunosuke is Phoenix's direct ancestor. Like, they're actually related. It's not just, like, spiritual successor. Ryu is the ancestor. Oh! Shit. Alright. Because I thought like everyone would until the fucker died, I guess. But like I thought everyone was Kazuma X, like Ryunosuke. It seems, yeah, in the trailer, like head ass runs in the family. I didn't watch the trailer. I just picked up the game because Saira asked me to. Anyways, this is why Asubaro is canon.
They've been floating happily on the sea since the gods created them.
Well, I suppose so. Oh, buoyancy. The huge book on top of the table there, and there's a pen next to it.
Yes, that looks like the ship's log.
Shall we have a little look through it?
The writing is so neat and precise. Every detail about the voyage has been meticulously recorded.
They are 100% blood related. It's not mentioned in game for obvious reasons, but it's mentioned in promo material. Oh, okay. I can believe it then. I could see it. You wouldn't expect a rough and ready sailor to have such beautiful handwriting. And nothing. No reaction at all. I thought he might appreciate the compliment. I think he's blushing.
I'm not sure that rough and ready is much of a compliment, Naruhodo-san, even to a sailor.
Plot twist, it's covered in doodles. Oh well.
Anyway, last night's log is mostly blank.
Presumably that means there was nothing to report. You know what? I can kind of see more like some of Susato's features making it into Phoenix.
That's the way to the second-class area of the ship. Is there something wrong?
I was thinking about making a run for it. Just a moment. Things aren't exactly going well for me.
I might be wrong, but I imagine the moment you reach for the handle of the door, that burly seaman would surely shoot you dead.
Her eyes, right? I love her so much. Yes, yeah, it's the eyes.
Oh dear, I'm sorry. Perhaps I went a little too far there.
No, I started it with my talk of running away. And there's no way I could run away while Kazuma's death remains a mystery anyway. We won't talk to that guy yet. I wanna... Her Japanese voice actress is Kanahana. Ooh, Kanahanazawa. Very nice. What do you think this is? It's a very pleasing shape, isn't it?
That's the emergency alarm. It's probably best not to touch it.
Oh, an alarm.
It says, press only in times of emergency. It looks as though it sets alarm bells ringing all over the ship and brings the vessel to a complete stop.
Oh, this I have to see.
What are you doing, Naruto-san?
Oh my god, a bit of the Scottish is coming out.
What are you doing? There is nothing wrong here. Let's go practice medicine. Herr Doctor! Ha ha! What a bloodbath!
Yes, okay, I have it again.
What are you doing, Naruto-san? You mustn't touch it!
But it's an emergency situation, just look at these handcuffs.
You know full well that's not what the alarm is for.
Alright, I'm back. Where's my kiss? You didn't ask for a kiss before. Gotta pay for that shit, motherfucker. You can't get that shit out of me for free. What do I look like? What do I look like? Some kind of... Do I look like I can be bought? Well, yeah. So pay up.
If you were to bring this vessel to a standstill for no good reason, you'd be in an even worse situation.
I wish everything would just stop. This ship included.
If you have to do something foolish, at least make it something that doesn't affect anyone else.
What's that down there?
Ah, a trap for catching mice.
Yeah, we have plenty of those back home in Japan. Although they seem to be using a lunk of chalk or something as bait.
Let me see. Yes, I think that is what is called cheese. It's made from the milk of cows.
Cheese? I wonder what that tastes like.
You can't eat it, Naruhodo-san. This trap will snap shut on your fingers.
Wise words to live by, Susato-san. Yes, it's called cheese. Finally found a way to speak without using my voice on stream. Oh shit. Are you gonna be a TTS guy? Or a speech to text to speech?
You weren't actually going to try it, were you?
All I've had to eat for the past couple of weeks is Kazuma's leftovers. You don't know how hungry I've been in that wardrobe.
Poor you. I'll find a little snack for you later.
Her motherly instincts. Yee, but with Krakatoa's idea? Oh! Alright. I saw that. I think it looks really cool. First class cabin number 1. Yes, that's our cabin.
Not our cabin, it's Kazuma-sama's.
Sorry?
Your accommodation is confined to the wardrobe inside the cabin.
You know how to make a stowaway feel small, don't you? As small as the wardrobe I've been calling home.
These cabins are the finest on the ship. My own cabin in steerage is number 539 by the way.
500 and... Wait, how many cabins are there? Did you just Yo, did you not realize the girl just dropped her room number, like, in conversation for you? Are you gonna do anything about that, man? Now knowing the context, you know, I'm just saying. To be fair, he can't really, like, go there because he's under investigation for murder, but, yeah. Okay. This is it. This is the cabin next to ours. The one the ventilator connects to.
Yes, the ventilator from which Kazuma-sama wrote that he saw a speckled band emerging.
Maybe whoever's in the cabin, in this cabin can help us solve that particular mystery. Let's ask. Oh. Oh, he's not blushing. This is just how his face looks. Oh, excuse me. We, need to get inside this cabin here. He's got, like, a weird, like, barbershop pole markings on his face.
The sailor's eyes speak volumes. They're clearly saying, keep out.
That's what I wrote on the sign we put over the wardrobe doors, although this man's version is definitely more effective.
It doesn't look like he's going to let us pass.
That's a problem. Is there anything else? Aside from Guy? Let's talk to Guy then. Talk in chat, and text will be read by the TTS while I have my speaking avatar on. Which is gonna be a personal project, I guess. Now I wonder how I can connect the TTS to the avatar. That sounds like something Zentreya would know. Excuse me, but could I ask you something?
You little stowaway murderer.
That wasn't a good start, was it?
Alright, let me try instead. Good day, Mr. Sailor. I'm so sorry to Good day, Mr. Sailor. I'm so sorry to trouble you, but could I perhaps ask something of you?
Yo, you little third-class ladies, you little heavy weapons guy. Heavy weapons guy. Heavy weapons guy. You little third-class ladies maid.
Oh.
We seem to have caught this sailor on a bad day, Sasato-san.
I am not sailor. My mother gave me name. I am senior crewman. Beef Stroganoff.
Beef Stroganoff, sure. The best thing is just to avoid eye contact, I think. Mr. Stroganoff, about this first-class cabin area.
Here we are in finest part of Buria steamship for very important persons.
What sort of very important persons?
Government officials, kings and queens traveling in secret, many important persons. That is why I am always guarding this place.
Gosh, that's amazing.
But somehow I let stupid stowaway inside. I want to pick you up and throw you in ocean. But stroganoff is not animal. No. Stroganoff is beef. Beef stroganoff.
Thank you? He does look like he eats a lot of beef stroganoff. Have you ever had beef stroganoff? I think that's one of the things I haven't had yet. I've had beef goulash. I've had other I don't think I've had a lot of Russian cuisine. Maybe that's what I should try the next time. I should try looking for a Russian restaurant. I don't think I've had like proper Russian cuisine before. Never had it. I don't know where to even find Russian food here. Look it up. Maybe it's easier to find than you think. If I may, I was wondering.
Is the cabin next to Mr. Asogi's currently occupied?
Duh. Hiya, unoriginal stupid name. Well, with an attitude like that, it really is an unoriginal stupid name. Big up yourself. Have self-esteem. Be proud of yourself now. Grow self-pride. Grow self-esteem and pride. Be proud of yourself and your achievements. Dummy. Anyways, thanks for stopping by. Hello, nice to meet you. It's a shame I didn't get to catch your reaction to the CEO of racism. Yeah. Stroking off my pizza light. Have confidence. Love yourself now. Exactly. Hi, Shao.
It sounded like da. I think it's probably Russian for yes or no.
Genius.
It is not permitted to visit other cabins without invitation.
Well, it sounds like there is somebody in the next door cabin at least. How's the game going? The game is going. We are now exploring outside the cabin. And now my cat is exploring inside my room. Yes. Come here. Here. Very soon I won't get to hold you like this, right? Meow. Hmm? Mm. 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 No, she's sulking. She's so upset that I caught her like this. I love my baby. She smells so good. And she's so upset. And she's so cute when she's upset. I love bullying my cats. Mm. You want me to put you in the cat bed? Okay, I'll put you in the cat bed. Go! There she goes. I'm playing game. Cute gatos. Yes, cute gatos. If Ryuno's... No, don't step out. Don't push my monitor. What? Oh no! Ringworm infection? How did that happen? How did he get ringworm infection? Oh, fuck, man. Yeah, if Ryunosuke just asked neither, he'd be let in. He interacted with Meow Meow outside. Oh no. That sucks, man. This is why I keep my cats indoors as bad as I can, as much as I can. They're not allowed outside. I don't like. They'll run out once in a while, but they don't generally like to explore. MB, no. Nala's a sweet boy. I hope he makes a full recovery. I know it's got to be hard for him. Also for you. In part because he's missing his brother. But I hope he pulls through. Anyways. Back to me making silly anime girl voices.
Yes, it's tantalizing.
Passenger in the next door cabin. Could you tell us who's traveling in the cabin next to Mr. Asogi's? Kid named It.
His name is Mr. Grimesby Roylott. He is very important Western gentleman.
A Western gentleman.
Do not think about it. He had nothing to do with murder of student boy.
How can you be so sure about that?
Mr. Roylott is authentic Western gentleman. Such a man would have no interest in lowly student from insignificant Far East Islands.
Okay, and your country is about to lose a war to us in like the next 10 years, so like, fuck you. Stroganoff.
I said it in orange. That means it is true.
Yes. I like how racism is like a big part, like anti-Asian racism is like a big part of this game's narrative and how it informs how people view people in this world. It's kind of a caricature. I'm sure a lot of this is caricature, but it's also based in somewhat in truth. That was harsh.
Could you tell us when Mr. Roylott came aboard?
That is not your business.
Come to think of it, even though we've been at sea for 2 weeks now, and I've been in Kazuma's cabin the entire time, I've never once heard anything from the next door in the cabin, or even felt like there's anyone there.
Well, presumably, since this gentleman is occupying one of the first-class cabins.
As it should be, because it's literally based off IRL early 1900s.
He must be rather important, right?
That is not your business.
Are you on watch here all the time, Seaman Stroganoff? I've heard of beef stroganoff. Have you ever had semen stroganoff? Semen stroganoff. Would you eat semen stroganoff? He's being really, really silent, you see. What are you looking at? She randomly had to look up at the ceiling.
Yeah, all the time. So criminals like you cannot come in or get out.
I wonder, would you tell us anything about last night at all?
It is sad about student boy.
Were you on watch last night as well?
Of course.
And did you notice anything at anything at the time? Anything unusual?
Niet.
I'm guessing that's niet. Susato-san? Did you understand that?
It was clearly a no.
Stroganoff.
It is so sad. I forgot to cry. I saw nothing unusual. Nothing at all.
And you didn't hear any strange noises or sense anything was wrong in some way?
I said no.
Sorry. I'm not so sure. I could have sworn that he didn't, that he wouldn't catch my eye for a moment there. My cat's living her best life. She's getting her chin scratched and she's closing her eyes. She's, you know, being so... Wow. Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
This is enough. I cannot say more now.
Seaman Stroganov was a real guy, responsible for upgrading Arkhangelsk. He was later made a noble. His children started a fur business, Paradon Interactive Forums, Paradox. This is or Paradox Interactive Forums. This is why the first Google. Why is this the first Google result? I don't know. Oh.
It is time for me to report to Captain. You must return to cabin.
Yes, alright.
Bulkhead to second class area is staying locked at all times. You escape when the lobster whistles on top of the mountain. Or as the English say, when the pigs fly.
Yes, I understand.
Good. Now we can investigate this area properly, shall we?
Definitely. Well, at least he told us that, you know... Stroganoff is a real name. I'm pretty sure it's a real name. That's why the beef stroganoff was actually named after a guy named Stroganoff, I'm half sure. I find Seaman quite a normal name. Paul Dickov is a lot weirder, in my honest opinion. Paul Dickov. Or maybe it was... Replace. Thank you for the bless yous. Pulled the cough. This is it. This is the cabin next to ours. The one with the ventilator connects to.
Yes. The ventilator from which Kazuma-sama wrote that he saw a speckled band emerging.
Maybe whoever's in this cabin can help us solve that particular mystery. Let's ask.
No answer. We're out of luck, it seems. There's no one in there to help with our inquiries.
How annoying. What was that? It came from inside the cabin.
Such a high-pitched scream. It must have been a woman. Stand aside.
Oh, it's it. I'm about to break the I'm about to break the door down, huh?
Oh, Mr. Sholmes.
I cannot be stopped one. When the feet is on me, I revel in kicking the doors down.
Please, wait, Mr. Sholmes. The door doesn't appear to be bolted.
Eh? No have ah. Then how the fuck lucky I can dispatch. Can I dispatch the muscular urge? What? I need to kick something, yeah. I think we should go in. There's no time to think about stress relief. Ninth January, SS Buria, first class cabin number 2. What?
Oh, who are you?
A Western gentleman? This man looks Russian to me. We heard a woman scream.
A woman? Don't be absurd. As you can see, there's nobody but me in this cabin.
True, this old man does appear to be the only person in here. But in that case, who just screamed?
Get out, all of you, now!
Hey, excuse us, excuse me, but you're the Grimesby Roy lot, right? Correct or wrong?
Yes, that's me. And you are?
I am the one and only actual Sherlock Sholmes. You heard about me, the best in Woodlands, Jurong, and some say JB.
No.
I am the best detective. I am on all the popular magazine, everything. 8 days times all got one. Why did you give Sholmes an English voice? Because that's what motherfuckers fucking voted for. I wanted him to sound like Benoit Blanc from the Knives Out movies, and you all instead insisted on Singlish Sherlock Sholmes. Genuinely, the Singaporean lock is set to... You asked for this. You fuckers asked for this, okay? I just wanted I just wanted fucking, like, Sherlock Sholmes to sound like,
so I assure you, you may trust me completely. A donut's hole in a donut's hole.
That's what I wanted, but no, you guys want, wait, hey, trust me, trust me, bro. Trust me, bro. Confirm plus drop, trust lah. I hereby dub Sherlock Sholmes our boyfriend until further notice. Makes sense. I'd do it. The shipping, I mean. The man uses that magazine like a business card.
A detective? I do not trust detectives.
Aiya, we got here one Jobu got scream one eh. So either you hear do piak piak or you stab her. You tell me which one. You'll meet a character that fits the voice you want for Sholmes. You better tell me it's another detective. But they don't... From what I can see, there's no Jobu inside here. So, can I ask you, you open up that small traveling case, your bag. Can we see inside?
What? Don't be stupid. How could anyone fit in a small trunk like that?
Yeah, you look quite nice one. Very fashionable. You travel inside somebody's trunk. Hey, don't look at me. Oh.
Oh my, did you see that, Mr. Naruhodo?
Singaporean cosplayers at cons be like, no, it's just a tissue. Don't get so excited, you silly girl. She loves her little chin scratches, huh? She loves it. You do. But yeah, I wish I could fit in small trunks. I do not. Yes, the case. Oh, yes, the case just shook.
Leave now, otherwise I call the steward.
So this is Cosmo's neighbor, Mr. Grimesby Roylet. There's no doubt about it. This strange Russian man is hiding something inside his case.
I couldn't agree more. Let's see if we can find some clues before that burly sailor returns.
His name is Seaman Stroganoff. Okay, most importantly, what the fuck are you doing in there, man? You have a moment, please, Mr. Sholmes. Hey, please lah, call me Sholmes. Just call me Sholmes Koko. That's what I just did, isn't it? Well, Sholmes Koko, what are you doing in here? I was just trying to lepak on
Resting?
I was contemplating our ferry from the confines of this. I was trying to think about the ferry ride from inside the wardrobe while I was waiting for the time that you would need to call for me to do something. Mr. Sholmes is a priority in all situations, Sholmes related and adjacent. I do like Sholmes. I just wish I didn't have to sound like a Singaporean every single time I did his voice, because it's kind of annoying. It's funny in bits, but like to have to do it and like attach it to this character who's gonna be in a lot of this game, I feel tired thinking about it. Oh, and it seems the time is now. Am I wrong or am I wrong? Well, no, actually, you're spot on for once. Observe closely. Mr. Roylott, he is clearly trying to hide something. You know what is the most effective weapon to use against a Russian hiding a secret? SPD? Well, the truth. Although it should be pointed out that such methods are not exclusively for the Russians. Right. A gun would also work. Can you imagine how the Russian will react when the secret he got so closely is exposed? Would you like to witness?
Oh yes, please.
Okay, what you are about to see can shock you one. Okay. I am going to apply my greatly admired great deduction. High five. Could this man, this one, can he be a even more, like, stereotypical portrayal of a suspicious Russian? What? From time to time, it occurs to me, is this Zibai dubious on account of his Russianness or Russian on account of his dubiousness? Sholmes thinks he's sus. I really don't think either of those things should be occurring to you or anyone.
That's right. And Mr. Sholmes, I know this man's beard and dark glasses are hard to ignore, especially on first meeting, but I once read, it is a capital mistake to see your eyes before you have all the evidence. It biases the judgment.
Shh. Wait. Diamla. I need complete silence.
What are you doing? Why are you peering at my face like that?
Just as I thought. Yeah, I have made up my mind now. There can be no other explanation that accommodates all of the facts. Mr. Roylott, I have reached two incontrovertible conclusions.
What do you mean?
Number 1. Your true identity is that of a villain. Using those shears, you are about to end the existence of something most dear. Sholmes, I perform an obscure technique. Domain expansion. Eye power. I correct or korong? And number 2, other conclusion I have drawn. You are, at this very moment no less, in the midst of committing a most grievous crime. Under that beard, your mouth quivers with nervous tension as you realize you have been discovered. Correct or korong?
Oh, Naruhodo-san, I never imagined I would witness one of Mr. Sholmes' great deductions with my own eyes.
That was a great deduction?
Nothing can deceive Mr. Sholmes. In this single glance, he can deduce all there is to know about a person.
What? What ineffable twaddle?
Oh yes, I've read about it countless times in the adventures of Sherlock Sholmes. And now I've experienced the astonishing impact of this great deduction firsthand. This is like a dream come true.
I can hardly believe it, but oh, the color is drained from Mr. Roylott's face. It looks like somehow both of Mr. Sholmes' conclusions were right.
How could you?
How could I possibly know such things you wish to say? Very well then. I shall elucidate. I hereby dub Grimy Roylott our second boyfriend until further notice. Hang on now. Hold your horses, unoriginal. I have an idea that they might not be our second boyfriend until further notice. I shall explain how it was that I arrived at this pair of conclusion. So do I cordially invite you upon a journey of logical discovery. Let us board the train of reasoning. Put plainly, let us work through my deductions together. The great deduction. The game is afoot. Topic 1. Old man's identity. Oh, we got a... So the dubious looking Russian, Mr. Roylott. Obviously, what catches the eye in the first place is the enormous pair of shears in your hand. Now, we ask ourselves, what could you possibly want with such an implement? Answer, of course, is staring us in the face. You are on the verge of using the shears to cut away the copious beard you spot. Now, moving on. The question then back is this: why would you desire to rid yourself of the magnificent beard? Once again, answer is plain and simple. We have clear evidence to shed light on the matter. I assumed someone already told you he's supposed to be the actual Sherlock, but the author's estate said fuck no. No. I already knew that. And I also know that Sherlock Sholmes isn't exactly an original character either. He's from the Arsène Lupin novels. Because the author of Arsène Lupin originally wanted to do Arsène Lupin versus Sherlock Holmes. But then Arthur Conan Doyle said, fuck no. And so he's made the character Sherlock Sholmes instead. You're right, they're our 0th boyfriend. Great deduction. We got, if you will, the morning newspaper. In particular, the front page article. Which, as it would appear, you have also read. I'm sure it needs no further clarification. The evidence that reveals your true identity is the article about the revolutionary. In translation, the headline reads, Revolutionary villain Bolshevik flees Russia via Shanghai. As you cannot fail to observe, the subject of the article possesses an extremely copious beard. Having noted the article yourself, you decided to remove your incriminating facial hair before it gave you away. In short, your true identity is beyond doubt. You are the fearsome Russian revolutionary himself, villain Bolshevik. Not that I've heard of you myself, you understand. You understand or not? And I think he's wrong. I think he's the ballet dancer. Now, as for my second conclusion, wait, let me check. The ballerina. I think that's her. My opinion, my call out, alright? Revolutionary seems Revolutionary seems pretty basic to me. Actual, like, what was the thing that was being said? It's like, apartment complex. It's quite simple, really. The bird flu? Yeah, they tend to do that. Now, as for my second conclusion, I love the fact Sholmes has the ability to turn any scene theatrical if he needs to. Yeah, that's pretty good. You are at the very moment on the brink of committing a most grievous crime. And the proof of the crime, over there. Yes, Mr. Roylott. Taken unawares, people have a propensity to let their eyes stray. And I assure you, the eyes say so much more eloquently and honestly than the mouth. The answer we seek lies where the furtive glance falls. The proof of your crime sits before our very eyes, the travelling case. It is time, I think, that the case is open and the contents are laid bare. No, I refuse. What could you possibly be concealing inside? My estimation, my agaration, a young lady perhaps, one slight enough to fit therein. Don't be absurd. And what would be the identity of the young lady in the travelling case? We are not well suited to a life of crime, are we? Your careless dumb fuck mistake betray you. Once again, you only need to follow the furtive glance to find the answer. The back part of the... Yes, the reason you refuse to open your travelling case can equally be found in the pages of the newspaper. Or there's another, not more stimulating article. If we turn from the fleeing revolutionary to the back page. Renowned prima ballerina of the Novovich Ballet disappears from Shanghai. Such a headline can lead us but one conclusion. Your crime is that of abduction. And according to the article, the young lady's name is Nikolina Pavlova. Kidnapping of a young ballerina. Thus conclude Sherlock Sholmes' great deduction of this Russian enigma, Elemensky. I don't think that's how that works, man. You can't just like put on ski at the end of a word and call it Russian. Chisato-san. That wasn't one of the great deductions I've been hearing so much about, was it?
Well, the stories are full of Mr. Sholmes' brilliant deductions, you know.
It got internet.
But that did seem a little different somehow.
Excuse me, Mr. Sholmes. Could you come over here a moment? Hey, what can I do for you? It's about your deductions. Would you mind? Eh, no problem, man. You go on, you go. Well, to start with, there's the newspaper article. I think we had the same discussion before, but these two men look nothing like each other. Ah, yeah, I recall our discussion. And at the time, I believe I told you that the man is a revolutionary, well able to revolutionize his own appearance.
In fairness to Mr. Sholmes, Mr. Roylott does look more like this man than you do.
That's not the point. And another thing, the part about him abducting the ballerina, indeed, indeed, a truly startling revelation. At first glance, the case would appear too small to accommodate a young woman. Not at first glance, it is too small, clearly. You'd be lucky to fit a 5-year-old into that case, even if you pushed really hard.
I don't suppose the missing ballerina is a 5-year-old child, is she?
Hey, you mean you don't know, ah? No, the young lady is 15! 1-5! No, I didn't know, how could I?
Well, if she's 15, then 10 years worth of her would be poking out from the case.
Your Honor, his head is squished compared to the revolutionary, unless he got a forehead reduction surgery.
Some years ago,
I read something pertinent, I believe. A troop of men consuming vinegar daily in order to promote a certain litheness in their bodies. Vinegar? For such a sour bunch, it would surely be simplicity itself to contort oneself into the confines of a small case.
Oh dear, you might be thinking of contortionists in the circus, Mr. Sholmes.
Ugh, this whole thing is turning into a circus.
Mr. Naruhodo, something's occurred to me about Mr. Sholmes' deductions just now. I think his powers of observation are, well, magical. His eyes cut to the heart of the matter almost instantly. It's just where he directs his attention and his logic It's just where he directs his attention and his logic that seems a little off.
Your idea of a little may be a little off itself, Mrs. Sato.
It's just one or two keywords in his deductions that seem to let him down. So I was wondering if we might perhaps tactfully switch them for alternatives. What do you think?
Switch some keywords in his deductions.
Yes, but very tactfully. I'm sure if we could do that, we'd unlock the true genius of Mr. Sholmes' great deduction.
Precisely the thought that was going through my own mind. This man is a lot of work. At times, I wonder how anyone puts up with me. Yes, it's not that funny. And you, my good fellow. Sorry? Hey brother, you take a moment to look at your wrist. My wrist? It's gone.
There are your handcuffs!
Huh? How did... I felt they may hinder your ability to follow me in our dance of deduction. I don't believe it.
Mr. Sholmes, you are a marvel.
And don't worry, I will restore the shackles to your wrist when we are finished. I'm not worried. In fact, I'd rather stay like this. The art of misdirection and sleight of hand. So let us begin. Herlock Sholmes is proud to present his logic and reasoning spectacular. Course correction. Hold it, Mr. Sholmes. The Magician 2. A revolutionary on the run. So the dubious looking Russian Mr. Roylott. Obviously, what catches the eye in the first place is the enormous pair of shears in your hand. Now we ask ourselves, what could you possibly want with such an implement? The answer is, of course, staring us in the face. You are on the verge of using the shears to cut away the copious beard you spot. Wait.
I'm not sure. Would you really use shears like that to cut off a beard?
I doubt that's something I'll ever have to worry about. It doesn't quite sit right with me, though.
It doesn't seem to be sitting right with Mr. Voilot either.
Which means, I suppose, that the deduction is wrong.
Let's try to switch a keyword in here, Naruhodo-san, and see if it helps matters.
Alright, but how?
I think we should start by taking a long, hard look at Mr. Voilot.
I wonder if it's really his beard that he intended to use those shears on.
Exactly. If we manage to do something that seems to fit the sense of Mr. Sholmes' detection better,
then what?
Then I'll leave the rest in your capable hands, Naruhodo-san.
Fucking how? Why am I the one to do something about this? Well, anyway, let's see if there's anything we could even use to switch around in that last sentence. What exactly was Mr. Voilot really going to use those enormous shears for? Ah.
What the? What's this? It looks like a cascade of stunning golden locks.
No, the color is not the point. The point is, what's it doing on the back of Mr. Voilot's head? And how is it growing out from underneath his thick black hair?
Yes, that's true. So it's stunningly beautiful and stunningly surprising.
Something's definitely not right here. Oh, I can present. Yes! There we go. Golden locks. Oh my god! he got so much sweat. You were on the verge of using the shears to cut away the golden locks you sport. Indeed, you have identified the precise detail I was intending to exploit. Objection, this ain't hair, it's a wig, and it been snatched. Yo, yeah, you got theatrical control as well. Making the wrong choice in these situations is really funny. The lush golden hair certainly does not befit an old man. You're not a man at all, you're a woman! Damn, this really is the 1920s. This motherfucker misgendering. And judging from the length and sheen of your hair, one's still very much in her youth. Oh no, oh no. If only I had managed to cut off my hair, no one would have suspected. Watch it be a B-shonen. The question then begs this: why would you desire to rid yourself of those magnificent locks? Once again, the answer is plain. We have clear evidence to shed light on the matter. We all thought Grimy was our second boyfriend, but they were really our 0th girlfriend. That was exactly what I'm saying, unoriginal. I'm sure it needs no further clarification. The evidence that reveals your true identity is the article about the revolutionary. Well, that was a shock. I had no idea that old man was really a young woman in disguise, did you? What? Why are you staring at me like that?
Yes, it was a surprise, Naruhodo-san. You're enjoying this, aren't you?
Sorry?
You look like you're in the element as you dance around the room, deducing the facts with Mr. Sholmes.
I'm just doing what we agreed. I'm not having fun or anything. This is strictly business, come on.
Yes, I understand. Say no more.
Well, anyway, let's focus on the next part of Mr. Sholmes' deduction, shall we? The evidence that he's picked out doesn't fit the facts at all now.
No, that's true, given that Mr. Voilot is actually a woman.
Exactly. He, or rather, she, can't possibly be this merciless revolutionary.
I suppose it's because the deduction as a whole has taken a different direction now.
Yes.
Let's switch the evidence for something else. Something that fits the facts for as we now understand them.
For some reason, this woman needed to try and hide her true identity. I feel as though I've either read or heard about a young woman in a situation like that recently. Alright, I'll do my best.
Yes!
Daughter. The evidence that reveals your true identity is, of course, the article about the ballerina. That is correct! You have hit the nail on the head. Renowned prima ballerina of the Nova Beach Ballet disappears from Shanghai. It will appear we are finally able to address you by your true name. Yes, because your true identity is that of the Nova Beach Ballet's prima ballerina, Miss Nikolina Pavlova. Oh. Alright, I'm gonna have to find like a proper way to... How am I gonna voice her now? Yep. It's Milia Rage.
You're right. My real name is Nikolina Pavlova.
Alright, I'm pissing to the windows. What? If I'm wrong, if I'm wrong, I'm pissing to the window. I do. Why? Why?
But please, I beg of you, no tell anyone.
And now I'm a completely different model. Going to the Microsoft HQ. Now, as for my second conclusion, you are at this very moment on the brink of committing a most grievous crime. And the proof of this crime over there. Oh yeah, Mr. Pavlova, Miss Pavlova. Taken unawares, people have a propensity to let their eyes stray. And I assure you, the eye speaks so much more eloquently and honestly than the mouth. The answer we seek lies where the furtive glance falls. The proof of your crime sits before our very eyes. That's the traveling case. This woman is the ballerina, and she's right in front of our eyes. So clearly, she can't be inside that traveling case as well.
No, that's right. It seems she wasn't abducted at all.
Alright, good night, Deku. Thank you for stopping by as always. In which case, what is the crime this young woman is apparently committing? I can see I'm going to have to step in and fix the great detective's mistake again.
You look pleased, Naruhodo-san.
Do you like the
idea of another chance to dance around with Mr. Sholmes?
Stop it. Anyway, there must be something else here that shows what this woman is up to. The tiara. Wow, look at this dazzling tiara. I've never seen
anything like it. Are those real diamonds, do you think? Oh, Naruhodo-san, try it on.
What, me? Isn't it usually girls who wear tiaras? Wouldn't you like to try it on?
Oh no, I couldn't possibly. It's far too beautiful.
Why does this tiara look familiar? I feel like I've seen it somewhere recently. It's a very small case, isn't it? You can see instantly that no person could possibly fit inside there.
So does that tell us that Miss Pavlova's telling glance in this direction was focused on something else?
If that's true, though, it doesn't make sense.
What do you mean?
Well, if there's nothing incriminating inside the case, why did she refuse to let us look inside?
Yes, I wonder why. Perhaps she has a perfectly harmless reason, though.
Have fake diamonds even been invented yet? I'm not sure, but I don't think so. What's inside there?
The waste paper basket?
Let's have a little look inside.
Naruhodo-san. Poor etiquette to go sifting through someone's rubbish, you know.
Ugh, those eyes. She's looking at me like I'm a piece of rubbish now.
However, these are special circumstances, I think.
Exactly, we have no choice. There's hardly anything in here at all.
Oh, well, that's a little disappointing.
I want to say something about her day drinking, but no. I want to see what she written on the table as well. But I'm gonna guess it's this.
Yes!
I don't think the diamond propaganda had started yet. Proof of your crime is surely this tiara. I believe this tiara is worn on stage by dancers in the Novovich Ballet, is it not?
Indeed, it would appear to be identical to the tiara pictured here in the newspaper article.
Hey, Adora Bunny.
And if the reporting is to be believed, it is an item worth 20,000 ruble.
In summary,
The crime you have committed is theft.
Oh no! Yes, you left your ballet troupe unlawfully taking their precious tiara with you.
Ah!
Milia taking critical damage.
I have no one, no family, no friends. I am all alone, and I need money.
Objection! This game needs more British accent. I would do a British accent, but they voted against it. And now I'm doing a Singaporean Sherlock Holmes.
But I did not steal this tiara. It was a present from, how do you say? An Earl of Prussia. It belongs to me.
This girl is only 15 years old, and she's run away all by herself. She must have been extremely lonely.
Alright, I will tell you everything. There is no point to hiding it now.
Let's not do this too fast,
What? That?
There remains one unsolved mystery about you.
What you mean? What do you mean?
You have staunchly refused to open this traveling case of yours in our presence. It is reasonable to conclude, therefore, that there exists some reason that you wish it remained to be closed. Is that not so, Miss Pavlova? Bottle of water. Singlock Problems. Yes, it is now Singlock Problems. She said that she would answer that same head Sholmes. Girl lah. There's no point playing games with Limpe. Nothing will escape my attention. Indeed, I have a very good idea of the contents inside your case, even before I lay eyes on them. Ayah. We are not well suited to life or crime. You're careless, whatever the fuck betray you. Once again, we need only follow your furtive glance to find the answer. Yes, the reason you refuse to open your case is written in the books on the shelf. Why is that the first thing you think of? He's completely changed tack with his deduction now. I think Mr. Sholmes is adapting his logic to the changing circumstances, don't you? Maybe, but why has he suddenly brought up the bookshelf into all this? It's a wild guess, surely.
Oh, do you think so?
Well, it doesn't seem likely that the reason why this young woman doesn't want to open her case would have been written in a book that doesn't even belong to her.
Yes, that's true, but still. Miss Pavlova certainly did cast her eyes in that direction. I noticed it myself.
Then there has to be another reason why she won't open her case. Not gonna last too long, might sleep. Yeah, it's a late stream, man. Feel free to pass out. I'm not gonna go much longer either. Probably gonna make it a quick, like, 2-hour stream or something. And it must be somewhere in the same area if that's where her gaze was involuntarily drawn.
I agree. That is the only answer.
Whatever she has hidden inside that case should be revealed by following her gaze in the direction of the bookcase.
These are the rules of passage for travel aboard the SS Buria. Passengers must not keep weapons or other dangerous objects in their cabins. Pets are also strictly forbidden.
It was exactly the same notice in our cabin too. I wonder what happens if you break the rules.
Oh dear, I'm sure that the punishment would be severe, Naruto-san. You'd probably be left to drift in the freezing cold ocean, or shut inside the tiny wardrobe for days on end.
So I've actually been serving time for weeks now, have I?
Yes!
Yes, the reason why you refuse to open your case is written in the rules of passage. Passengers must not keep weapons or other dangerous objects in your cabins. Pets are also strictly forbidden. Inside the case of yours is something forbidden from pet carriage on this vessel. That is the real reason why you refuse to open it, thus revealing its contents. It's a snake. As we've seen, the trunk wobbles from time to time, but no weapon or other dangerous item would move of its own accord. Which leaves one possibility, Miss Pavlova. Inside your traveling case is your pet. Is the last item listed as forbidden in the vessel's rules of passage a pet? The killer rabbit of Kair Bano? Deduction complete. Elementary. So clearly you aren't who you said you were.
No, I am not Grimsby Roylott. My real name is Nikolina Pavlova. Everything you said was correct.
You absconded during one of your ballet company performances in order to escape your homeland. Later that same night, you stole aboard the vessel. Which couldn't have been easy. The Buria is a huge steamship with a vast crew. Could she really have snuck on board without being noticed? In order to obscure your true identity, you somewhat recklessly took the guise of an old gentleman. And you intended to sever all links with your past by severing your long hair. Yet to a woman, hair is no trifling matter. My personal recommendation is to leave well alone. So, if it was just you about to cut off your own hair, who was it who let out the scream we heard from outside the cabin? That veritable tinkling of a bell? Well, none other than this lady. More like a full set of pipes, if you ask me.
I was so scared when I ran away in Shanghai. I was sure they would come looking for me. That's why I decided to, how do you say, disgust myself? So no one would recognize me. As a result, you transformed yourself into that questionable old man. I see. I put on the fair hat and fake beard. Then, just before you came in here, I saw in the newspaper. Right on the page, there was a picture of me. I was so frightened. I could not stop from screaming.
I'm falling into the Russian accent. I think I have it now.
I knew that if I didn't change my appearances completely, they would find me. They would find me. So I decided to cut off my hair as fastly as possible. I picked up the scissors in my hand and...
At that precise moment, we walked in through the annoyingly unlocked cabin door.
Things happen like that sometimes, don't they?
Things do indeed happen like that from time to time lah. I honestly feel really bad for Pavlova right now. Why is that? I mean, I understand feeling suffocated and wanting to run away. And for us to like, her literally being caught by nothing more than complete coincidence, more or less. Are those two even talking about the same thing?
There's just one more thing I'd like to know. What is your pet? You are right. It is my dear friend inside. My only friend in the whole world. Please, don't tell anyone. If the captain finds out, if you say to any of the crew.
Your secret is safe with us, I assure you, but in return, you must tell us in as much detail as you can master about the events of last night.
Yes, alright, I will tell you. Well, Mr. Naruhodo, wasn't it something? Mr. Sholm's great deduction.
It was certainly something, yes. I'm just not entirely sure what, but at least Miss Pavlova's agreed to tell us what she knows. That's incredible. Indeed, it is incredible. Ah, and one more thing. Oh, yes? What? Observe your wrists. Not again. Not again!
Ah, your hands are cuffed again.
What? But how? Why? True to my words, I have restored your shackles.
There's still a shadow of guilt cast over you, Mr. Naruhodo. I am sorry to say, it can't be helped at the moment.
Can it? Really?
Anyway, let's listen to what Miss Pavlova has to say. I can't go on not knowing.
Insane sleight of hand, yeah. Sliding of the hands on, like sliding of the cuffs onto the hands, sleight of hand.
I have to find out what the speckled bands that Kazuma-sama wrote about in his diary really was.
Okay, I need to know what's in there. Let me see.
Don't touch! Huh? I will tell you what I know about last night. But please, You must not touch my things. How do you say, forbid it?
Oh, sorry. As well you should be, young man. What vulgar manners you have. Hi, Yami. How's it going? Poking around a young lady's private belongings, neither shall I allow it. Ugh, hypocrite. Alright. Did you know that someone was killed in the cabin next door to this one last night?
One of the crewmen told me this morning when I was eating breakfast. The man who died.
The man who died. He was a friend of mine.
Oh,
That's why we're trying to find out what happened. Did you notice anything unusual last night?
perhaps you heard a strange noise, for example. Perhaps people talking.
Whereas my British Sherlock Holmes, he's Singaporean because of democracy. What voice did you give Holmes? I gave him... Perhaps the ship was absorbed in a crazy tempest. Maybe his steam engine exploded. He is now Singaporean. He's Singlish because the viewers voted for it. I wanted to make him Benoit Blanc from the fucking Knives Out movies. Like, perhaps the ship was absorbed in a wild tempest. Perhaps its steam engine exploded. That was the kind of voice I wanted to give him. But no, everyone wants Singaporean Sherlock Holmes. Perhaps everyone on board would have noticed if that had happened. I like the movie voice more, to be honest. I do as well, but now I'm stuck with this Singlish voice, man. Welcome to the Ace Attorney streams. Somehow sometimes it goes left field to Shizu's side. Miss Pavlova, is there anything you can tell us?
I don't know. I am sorry, but all I could think about last night was what I had done and whether they would find me. I didn't notice anything that was happening around me.
Oh, I see. You've run away from your ballet company, haven't you? The Novovich Ballet?
Yes. I'm traveling to Great Britain, and from there I will to go to America. I will never dance again. I want to forget everything about the ballet. I will start a new life.
You wish to forget? A challenging proposition. When you have that striking tiara as a reminder.
But the tiara is mine. I need it to live.
I'm sorry.
But the tiara is mine. I need it to live. I have no money of my own. The Novovich Ballet only give us a little food and water, and we dance all over the world. I had to run away. I had no choice. If I stayed, it would have killed me. Oh, you ran away to protect yourself. Yes, and the crew of this ship, they have all been very kind to me. They let me come on board, and they said I could hide in the cabin. They said I could hide in the cabin. Nostrovia. Do svidania. Niet. Yes.
If that is indeed the truth, Miss Pavlova, it creates a most interesting conundrum.
Yes, it does. What do you think about it, Mr. Naruhodo?
Me? Oh, well, yeah, of course. I think we should hear Miss Pavlova's explanation. To what conundrum, I'm not sure, but... Miss Pavlova, allow me to pose you a riddle. According to this newspaper, it was only yesterday that you absconded from the ballet. Now, that being the case, it must have been last night you boarded this vessel. However, the SS Buria stopped by no port last night. Ah, that's it, of course. I think I prefer the matchstick riddle myself, Sholmes, but meh. So, how is it that you managed to come on board, yeah?
Now that I think about it, the crewman outside the cabin acted very strangely when we mentioned that. It was just after we asked him about when the occupants of this cabin came aboard.
That is none of your business.
Yes, yes, you're right. He did seem to be hiding something.
An angel descended from the heavens, bringing grace and beauty to the stage.
Sorry, what was that?
It is often how the Russian newspapers described one of my performances. And that is how I came here too. I descended from the heavens because I am an angel.
Considering English isn't your mother tongue, your description is very vivid.
Mr. Sholmes once said, I can never resist the touch of the dramatic. It seems Miss Pavlova is the same.
A genius descended from the heavens, bringing grace and beauty to detection. Words once said about myself. A quote from a wonderfully extravagant advertisement for the adventures of Herlock Sholmes, in fact. Yes, Mr. Showy. Anyways, doesn't look like Miss Pavlova is going to tell us what really happened. So the friend mentioned inside is, you mentioned it's inside your traveling case, is that right?
I don't think animals are allowed on board according to the rules of passage. Oh, please, don't tell. Don't tell any of the crew. If they found my precious...
Then the burly Russians would bestir themselves in unison to throw you and your case overboard, no doubt. Ah! So reassuring, Mr. Sholmes.
But what sort of pet is your friend? A little puppy? It is, isn't it?
No, that's a snake. Maybe an adorable little rabbit? Ha! You credit Russia as a land with small rabbits. No lah. It's a tiger. Oh, don't they have small rabbits there then? You may as well ask. I have no idea. You two are miserable bunglers when it comes to understanding the nature of young ballerina's friends. Miserable buggers. You two are miserable. Isn't it obvious? It has to be... guy. It has to be chicken.
Really?
Consider the benefits. A rousing wake-up call, daily fresh eggs, and when adversity strikes, it could satisfy the needs of sustenance. But you'd eat your friends. I'll remember that. Nah, it ain't a cock, bro. Okay it appears these friends' identity is a closely guarded secret not to be revealed. He obviously doesn't quite trust us yet. There's something I should like to show her, I think. Maybe she might be able to shed some light on it. This is the diary of my friend who passed away. Also, where's the breathing hole? What do you mean by the breathing hole? Oh my god, will the badge actually be the right answer? No, unfortunately.
His diary?
Yes, and he wrote in it last night before he died, something a little unusual. It reads, 1:23 a.m. I could hear a faint whistling sound. And then a few minutes later, 1:35 a.m. What looks like some sort of speckled band is dangling from the ventilator grill.
A speckled band? I don't understand.
It's strange, isn't it? But the ventilator he mentions joins to this cabin, you see? It's up there on the wall.
In other words, this cabin and the victim's cabin are connected together. Oh. Miss Pavlova, has something occurred to you? Does the speckled band the victim mentioned mean something to you? Or the whistling sound, perhaps? No. I don't know anything.
Oh. Up. Up.
Excuse me, Mr. Roylott.
Yes, what? Wow, she's fast.
Captain would like to speak with you. You must come to Captain's quarters at once. Please. All right, I will come now.
What?
You must leave. You must leave now.
Oh, no, it's fine. Don't mind us.
Yes, please don't worry yourself, Mr. Roylott.
Get out. The passenger set out, or do you want me to throw you out?
The pet, no, I don't know, suffocate? Depends on the pet. If it's a snake like I'm assuming it is to be, then snakes can live a decent amount of time with very minimal airflow. I think like just a crack in the suitcase somewhere might be able to do it. Ugh, it looks like we'll have to leave investigating this cabin until later.
What a pity.
And so we lost our chance. Having still not managed to investigate Ms. Pavlova's cabin, we were unceremoniously chased out. That is to say, we were quite literally picked up and thrown into the passageway outside. We hit the to be continue. It's 2:30 a.m. It's time to go to bed. I'm sorry for such a late stream, guys. I didn't want to start this late. I wanted to I wanted to start earlier, but I was late. I'm sorry about that. It's my bad. Shall we see who we can find at this time of night to leave us off with? Oh, years Ed. Oh shit, 4-year anniversary. Oh shit. We could do some we could raid into years Ed, maybe. Kappa's up. Shout out to Kappa. Idom's playing Guilty Gear. Crazy. Crazy. Jump is up on Enfield. Iragi, you? You know what? Let's go check in with... Let's go check in with Yearzed. Good night. Good night, M9. Good night, everybody. I'm gonna be busy tomorrow morning, so there's nothing on tomorrow morning. I don't think there'll be anything in the... I don't think there'll be anything tomorrow night. We'll see about the rest of the week. Friday's definitely off. I still have yet to, like, arrange for my schedule, so we'll see how everything shakes out. But yeah. just as a quick I did not say this before, but I expect this next week of streaming to be my last week of regular streams. After that, I'm not going to be streaming for quite a while. I am going to be pausing all activity on Twitch for the foreseeable future after this week. This will be the last week of regular streams that I'll have. The last week I get to spend with you guys. I'm just gonna be chilling. So yeah. All right. I will see you shortly. Bye bye.